too far in advance, so if nobody or very few people come, I understand. But I figured I would try this on weekends where I'm kind of around during this last hour or so of the NFL slate. And there's also, other stuff still left to be done, that being there's still NBA to do tonight. There's still NFL Showdown. Figured I would go over, at least that time, why, what's left, what kind of sweats there are, if any. Anybody wants to show up here and kind of share what, share any good sweats that you have in any of the on any of the sites in any of the sports, feel free to kind of hop on in here. And as long as the chat remains somewhat pure, we will continue to do this kind of stuff. And again, maybe next week we'll plan it a little better. But in any case, I guess the first thing I have going, by the way, this is like extra special bonus coverage. So I actually have an E5 at Woodbine. I have a 6-horse box that I want to get home. It's 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 13. It's like a $400,000 pool. So if we can get that home, might as well share that screen. And we'll kind of root that in. So it's all long shots pretty much. So 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 13. If 5 of those 6 come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's a chance that we're going to hit really big. So we're gonna look at that first to kind of set the tone for the end of DGen Sunday, and then after that loses, then we'll start talking about other ways to lose. That being NBA Showdown NBA regular or NFL Showdown, and we'll talk about the NFL. I'm looking up. We have the Vegas and Houston game up here. Actually, I have Red Zone up. I can't show that on my screen, obviously, but I'm looking at it. And this game is delivering as I said it would. It's coming from both sides, 24-20. And with one full quarter, this game can kind of go off. You have KC San Francisco at 21-13 heading into the just start of the third quarter, so there's plenty of opportunity there. And that's the bad news in the Seattle game, even though it's delivering, is Kenny Walker and Tyler Lockett are out of that game. It's pretty nuts. Ooh, there goes Kittle running down the field. We'll go over some of these some sweats that we might have. I really didn't do all that well, I don't think, in football. I mean, obviously some stuff could happen, but I don't really see the path, at least for me, to have a big score in football. Except for those of you that were following it, and I tweeted about this and following my Survivor Pool stuff. As you guys may or may not know, I was down to 2 people, me and one other guy, in a really big nitrogen pool, and we were down to just us 2, and we both took Tampa today, and they lost. So that means that it's over, and we chop it. So the 2 of us chop it for about 2.4 Bitcoin each, which is pretty good. It's like $45,000. So really good day for me. And I also am live in another Survivor pool with my partner, who is we faded Tampa in that one, and we're live with Miami going into tonight. So again, we're gonna watch this one first, and this is like a total crapshoot. So it's 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 13. Let's just see. So that's the 8. That's not us, but this is a long race. So what we're looking for is for this 5 to come up and really pressure the 8, and all these horses just really kill each other on the front end, and have somebody really come from behind. So this is already off to kind of a good start for what we're looking for here. 5 is really out there, really going for it. The 8 is really pressuring them, and usually in situations like this, other horses kind of come from nowhere to kind of sweep, and that's what we need. We need all kinds of random variants to come from behind. So it's often hard to even see where your guy is. So it's already an inquiry. So whatever happens in this race, there's going to be a delay because maybe someone got left at the gate. So let's see. Okay, everybody's coming to sweep. I presume this 5 is going to disappear. And now we got to get all these other horses kind of in there. And then you just kind of have to close your eyes and hope that this whole race falls apart. And these other guys that are coming from behind happen to be the horses that we have. And it doesn't look particularly good because you got to come into the top 5. And all these, like the 5 is going to lose. Let's just see. No, it doesn't look good. 3, 2, 3. No, it's not going to work for us today. So we did not win $600,000 in the E5. So that's the first thing. Okay. All right. Second thing is, we have to. Oh, who's that? Right. So we have to kind of embrace it, and then we'll talk about NBA in like 10 minutes. But let me kind of embrace the NFL slate for me, which is really just not good. Let me see. How do I want to put this up on my screen in a reasonable manner? It's kind of hard to do. I really don't have any really great sweat to go over. I'll pull up my highest performing lineup, and it's really not that great. So just really not been a good day NFL DFS wise. Let's just see. Let me see. Just if I rate these based on winnings. Oh, that's my Skype. Sorry about that. So I have one with 170 fantasy points with 56 left. Does that do anything for me? Probably not. This one might not be bad. So 130 with 132 left. That's not going to do it. But just to show you what a lineup looks like, it's like decent, I guess. Like even this one, I mean, this was going to be okay, but then Breece Hall got ruled up. But then you know what it was all these Cowboys also earlier from the day. I mean, never would have thought that like none of the Cowboys would get there. So I hope you guys did better than I did with respect to NFL, because it certainly is not going to be for me as far as DFS goes. Let me take a look at FanDuel, see maybe I get lucky and there's something good here. I don't know. Let's take a look at my FanDuel. So FanDuels don't look so great either. So let's take a look. So here are my bigger buy-ins, the 40. There it is, Breece Hall out. It's a little annoying, right? Let's pull up the Millie Maker, see if there's anything that's decent there. No, it's pretty much a train wreck all the way across the board. Well, these guys get pulled out. Aaron Jones had a good day here. Yeah, it's not even live. This one just has Samuel left and 148 points. That's not going to do it. So overall, I guess I was kind of a bum in DFS football this week. I've been on a good run, kind of like making a little bit of money each week in these things, but not today. Today was bad. Not even. I mean, I don't even see a path for me getting back out. And so here's some Yahoos, maybe. There it is. Breece Hall out. Breece Hall out. It's rough. Look at this. Amnon St. Brown, 0 points. Gallup. How about my Gallup St. Brown correlation? How'd that do? 0 and 0.9. That's can't really do much with any of these lineups. Leonard Fournette 3. Cook 6. He's still playing at least. So this is combination of injuries and just overall poor performance. Is not going to be good. But New York Football Giants 6-1 for real. Let's go. And what's sick is that they're probably going to come in third in their division. But for now, we can root, man. Right? For now, we can root. That's Mrs. Sheets. I got a spam, really. Jones and the offensive line pushes forward, quarterback sneak, go ahead, touchdown in the fourth quarter. The Giants would eventually win it 20-17. Their fifth straight. The Giants have scored. Gotta get rid of this. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, so you want to talk about the other sports? All right, let's do it. Let's talk about the NBA first. Let me first pull up my Discord channel and see if there's any news that has come out. And I'm telling you, these are the types of slates that I win. Like, literally nobody is paying attention at all to this slate. You have Cavaliers will be starting Isaac Okoro. We have Mitchell, Okoro, LeVert, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. What else is here? Avdia starting. Jackson Hayes is a go tonight. Yeah. So let's again, because not the many you're here. First I'll pull up the projections, which I just actually just updated, and see what kind of looks good. Oh, Payne, you had the Falcons? Yeah. So if everybody feel free to just vent or do whatever. Yeah, Falcons, and they you know what they do? They run the ball. They run it a lot. There goes Josh Jacobs going off, but not gonna be enough. So it looks as though the best play on the board is DeAndre Ayton from today. And the ownership is kind of following it. What I like to do in slates like this is, well, most slates is I'll rank these guys based on both Sheets value score and points per dollar, and just see if there's any low-owned options that kind of stand out. Like, for example, like if I rate these by Sheets value score, I'll see that Karl Anthony Towns is rated like 4th, and he's only 13% owned. So that's like a really good way to start your kind of lineups, is to start with somebody like that. Or you take these other two examples and you have Gobert from the same game, or Steph Curry at only 8%. Because what they're doing, they're only projecting it for 25 minutes, just because that's what Kerr kind of does. But I don't like these minutes projections. I guess I don't think these have updated at all. But nonetheless, I think that Curry is rating to be, pretty good play relative to his ownership. So I might consider that. Another guy that I like in here are guys that are in the teens, like Anthony Edwards, 7,800. I think he's a pretty good play. And then I'll go down to these two, to Paul George and Kristaps Porzingis. So, because they're showing to be somewhat low owned, and there's not like a big play that's like that great that warrants such high ownership. So those are the guys I like in DraftKings. And then when I actually did my my SaberSim builds, I'll just show you what I got. Oh, Kelsey, good grief. Yeah, it looks as though Ayton, Sabonis. Okay, so Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is on the floor warming up. Coach said he's a true game time decision. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that. And if he's out, then we'll have to adjust. And we will, because literally no one's paying attention. Everybody's tilting off the NFL. Everybody might be focusing on a little bit of showdown, but nobody is focusing on the NBA injury report. So if, in fact, Shea gets ruled out, I will look to see what projections could be augmented because of that. And then I will try my best to do an update. But one thing we can think about is if he is, in fact, out, Giddey rates to be a really strong play. I mean, like a really strong play. And then see who else gets the start or something like that. But I think Giddey, from a usage perspective, if in fact he get ruled out, is pretty good. Look at that. Joanne with 17th and 18th in golf. That is excellent. That is excellent. That made my day. Not exactly my day. I'm still happy about listen. I am still happy about winning the Survivor thing than Joanne coming in as well as good as she did. But Joanne's thing is definitely up there. I'll say that. Is this lineup any good? I'm trying to find an NFL lineup which is decent. But what about this one? Okay, at least this one is not dead. So you want to root. All right, so here's like the best lineup I can come up with here. And you think about it, this one is in like 41,000 plays. Jacobs again? Okay. So Jacobs with another touchdown. So that's going to pile on there. Oh, my God. 39 fantasy points as chalk. Look at that. And away we go. So I don't know. Maybe we get some Jets going. We get a Garrett Wilson touchdown. We get the Chargers. This is a perfect game script for the Chargers to get some Mike Williams love and get him rolling, man. Let him do it. And then maybe Gerald Everett can get something also. So it's set up for these Chargers. They're behind. They have to throw the ball. It's a nice setup for them. Maybe we can get maybe get some goodness going on here. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to get 230, which is what you need to win, but, you know, you get a couple of touchdowns, a couple more, you know, whatever. At least you could maybe get me up to 200 somehow. I don't know. We'll see. And we got Walker, too. This is a full freaking game stack, you know. Do we have overtime vig here also? Yeah, absolutely. 24-14 with kind of the better team behind having to. Oh, this is still the third quarter. I mean, this game could still deliver. I'm not giving up yet. I want to see if maybe let's say Clippers. This Charger game can get rolling here, and we can get some Everett, get some Mike Williams, and then get some Kenny Walker. You know, let's do it. Herbert caught. Oh, the Eckler. Okay. So was that fourth? Was that 4th and 11? Oh, this is 4th and 11. Okay, so he's gonna have to be punting here. Okay. All right, so let's take a look back at this. We got to keep watching for the Shea thing. All right, so Chargers are punting. Chargers are punting. You know, that's one thing also that people are really, really poor at, like this new generation. They're really poor at giving play-by-play. Like when I grew up, you know, and nobody had access to like all the games, I would have to give play-by-play to people and try to describe like what was going on in the games. I noticed my son, I mean, he's never able to do it. Like when I would say, hey, tell me what's going on in the game, he'd be like staring at his phone. He was just unable to give kind of good play-by-play. Oh my, look at this. We have a reverse coming for Denver. He's trying to get to the mark. He gets there. He's scooting down the sideline. Oh, first down. 2 minutes to go in the third. I wish I knew who number 1 was. I could do much better with my play-by-play. Is that KJ Hamler? Could be. Yeah, they're showing the highlight of the Josh Jacobs run. Yeah, that was tough chalk to fade, as I was saying in the in all the shows here. You know, it's just people were concerned about Josh Jacobs chalk, but remember the Josh Jacobs we're used to is just not the same role as he has now. And one thing that is kind of one thing is that most of these games, the Jets defense delivers with the interception. They went off, by the way. I'm pretty sure 45% owned. Let's just look at that. I mean, if the Jets get there, the Jets were 45% owned defense. Can you imagine that? Am I getting any Clarkson? Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting like 6%. Like 6% Clarkson. But one thing that's interesting, and here's something you look at when you look at SaberSim, is that in my 30, I'm getting 6%. But if you expand it to the whole pool, I'd be getting 14%. So I'm actually getting less of him than I quote unquote should be. But just because I'm only playing 30 lineups as opposed to say 150, am I not getting as much of them? So I think Clarkson is a better play than my representation is coming up with. I'll tell you who is looking to be the real strong value play on this board is Demi Avdia. He's also going to be popular also, but he's the guy that kind of makes this whole thing work. And I'll tell you who I like. I like the Karis LeVert. He's not exactly the greatest basketball player, but he's a really, really good fantasy player. So I like him. As you see, I like a lot of these Clevelands. I like a lot of guys coming from that game. Mobley, LeVert, Love, Denny. McKinnon cutting, moving. Is he gone? Nope. McKinnon down to the 3. On 3rd and 20. And this game is delivering. Kansas City going into San Francisco. This would not be what I would expect. I really thought San Francisco was a very strong play here. Jets with the 3rd and 1 on Denver's 26. Pitch to Carter. Puts his head down. First down easily. Down to the 23. The Giants are 6-1. By the way, the Jets threatening to go something in 2. Is that, oh, touchdown. Justin Watson touchdown. John Wall, is he playing? Because I know he sat out yesterday. Yeah, I'm getting some of that. Peyton, I like that. I'm getting about, 4 liners, about 13%. I definitely like that. I don't mind that at all. We go back to the Shea news. Can't find anything there. No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let me see if I can get any more information somewhere else. We have still the Wizards starting lineup. Oh, it's the same thing. The Shea. You get the same thing over there. Keep an eye on that. So you want to do well, let's take this NBA right to lock maybe, and then we'll do showdown. I think. What? Oh, Tua. Okay. Yeah, so I got to be rooting for the Dolphins tonight. For one of my survivor pools, and then I'll tell you what I really have to root for. Well, they're not winning, but I'm going to try. So you have to root for I have to root for the Bears tomorrow. The Patriots are extremely popular in the Survivor this week, and so if we can somehow get a dub for the Bears tomorrow night. And it's funny, when one thing about playing Survivor pools, you have more knowledge of these horrible teams than anybody because you're always either rooting against them or rooting for them. Right? Whenever you have these teams that are just awful, that's the teams that people target against in Survivor. So you're always either one of those people that are targeting those teams, or the rest of or try to fade the favorites playing against them. So that's why I'm like Carolina, Tampa. I watched more Detroit Lions last year than probably anybody on the face of the earth because every week I was either playing the team against them in Survivor or rooting against or rooting for the Lions against the team playing against them in Survivor. So everybody else is picking them. Ooh, Kenneth Walker gets slammed. Gain of 2. 24-14. This is not what I want to see. I don't want to be establishing the run here. Oh, and then the clock is running as the refs try to pull these guys off. This is not good. Okay, so Houston against Texas, Vegas. Houston needs a touchdown here. Well, or a field goal. I hope Booker's overbooked because I really like him a lot. All right, Mills, has no chance. Is Booker going overlooked? He's at 41 to 44 minutes. Yeah, it was over but the 2 games ago it was a straight 40, I think. Yeah, I like him. Watch the injury report for Cam Johnson because he was listed as questionable. DJ Dallas, who is that? I mean, I know who it is, but Jets cut. Oop, does not. Oh my God, does not get there. Gets pulled back just short of the first down. It's gonna be 3rd and 1 for the Jets. That's one thing about the totals in most of these games are pretty strong. Like everybody knew Detroit, the Jets Broncos is gonna be a low scoring game, and it's delivered. The one game that people really got wrong was this Dallas Detroit game. I mean, it really was nothing. It's a big fat nothing. The Bengals that delivered. Boy, that Joe Burrow is a machine, isn't he? I mean, they were slow starting getting into the season, but now they are crushing. Ooh, Jets do not get it. It's going to be 4th and about a half a yard. They're up by 1 with 13 minutes to go in the 4th. They're probably going to go for it. That would be my prediction. Let's see what Salah does. Well, the announcers are saying they're supposed to take the points. So let's see what he does. Yep, he is going to take the points. You know how I knew he was going to take the points? Because usually these announcers, what they do is they already see that they're throwing the field goal kickers on the field, and then they say, You know, I really think they got to take the points here before the camera pans over to them so they can look really, really smart. And that happens a lot. They also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the field goes up and down the middle. The other thing that they love to do is they see the referees like give the preliminary call for the penalty, and then they come, you know, there's probably going to be a holding on number 72 because they already got the preliminary indication of what it was going to be. Okay, so here's a first down for Houston, trying to go for the old backdoor cover. Here we go. So it's 31-20. Houston is getting about 7 points, and 3:45 to go. Ball's on the Raiders 40, and everybody's sweating this for point spread purposes. Davis Mills back. Interception, and that is going to do it. Now, who's got the Raiders defense? Here's the question. He is gone. So I wonder if anybody had the Raiders defense who just caught a pick six. Now let me see. Do I have them somehow here? No, I have the Jets. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go see. I wonder if how much. I really didn't have that much Raiders. Wow, that stinks. Yeah, Telegraph City. I know. You're so smart. You're so smart. After the fact, it's Telegraph City. You weren't saying it was Telegraph City while the play was going on. You waited till the end, and then you said it was Telegraph City. But that's fine. Let me see how many Raiders do I have here? Very little. So, they only had 2 points anyway, so they had no chance. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's well. I shouldn't say that's going to do it because they're going to get the ball back with some more opportunities to put up fantasy points. Oh my God, big hole for the Niners, but that's going to come back. Jeff Wilson with a big rush up the middle, but that's going to come back. You know, that's why the Niners are just a real special team. You know, they're down 28-16, and they still don't mind just cramming the ball up the middle. All right, so I'm going to continue to look at the. I'm going to continue to look at the at this news on SGA and also Cam Johnson, and in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is for fun. So I was waiting to do this. Is who's that? Lockett. Geno Smith's on fire. He is really, really in fuego right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to upload my projections and see what we would come up with in today's showdown slate. Boswell is out. Is that right? What's going on in that situation? Just ignore them, I guess. No. Oh, because I don't have the kickers in here. Okay, we'll put these up there, and then what we'll do is we'll. Oh, so Sanders. He's not in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see. So let's see what we come up with here. Let's just build 30. Let's build 30 just to give us some idea of what kind of plays we're kind of coming up with here. Oh, I know why. The wrong slate. My bad. Sorry. So anyway, these guys weren't in my thing. So let's put. Sorry, Pittsburgh, Miami. There we go. Let's go. Because I already know one of the hoodoos I'm probably going to get is probably going to get some Cedric Wilson, but we'll take a look. All right, so let's build 30 lineups here and see what we get here. San Francisco is they're no huddling. They're not delaying, but they're also run. Ooh, good play by Garoppolo, catching Kittle. Man, that guy's really, really feeling it nowadays. It took him a while to get going. So okay, so as you see, top owned captain is Tyreek Hill for me. Then Mostert, Pickens. All right, so nothing particularly, new. And then as far as flex goes, yeah, a bunch of Pickett, Freiermuth. Yeah, so the one guy I'm getting a decent amount of is as a cheapo is Cedric Wilson. So that's something you can keep in mind. I'm also getting a few of these Jalen Warren lineups. And you'll notice that I'm not getting a lot of Najee Harris. And Najee Harris, maybe 5%. Ooh, then I'll take another shot at Trent Sherfield, maybe one line up there. He almost won me $1 million. I shouldn't say almost won me $1 million. When I had him, he was winning me $1 million at one point in that showdown slate from a couple of weeks ago. But that's okay. So Deontay Johnson makes a lot of sense. So I guess what you learn from this, is Walker slams into the line, gets to about the 11. We're going back to the Broncos game. It's still 13-9. They're showing the highlights. Oh, no good. He comes up short. It's 4th and 1. Latavius Murray gets it to about 34. I don't think they're going to go for it from their own 34. Or they were going for it. They went for it already, and now they just have the ball back, or they're saying that they're going to punt. Okay, well, we're not on that game. So, all right, so Gino on the 12, up 24-14. He's back, getting some pressure. Caught for first down, about the 6-yard line. So Lockett. It's a shame that what's his name that DK Metcalf was out. I mean, this game is really playing at the pace that everybody thought it was going to play at. This is going to be under over 50 easily. All right, play action, throws it deep into the right corner, almost intercepted. Wow. Yeah, almost intercepted. I'm going to go back and check on the Shea thing in a minute. And I wonder if I'm going to play the if I'm going to play any of the NBA or the NFL showdown at FanDuel. It's just hopeless. I mean, five spots. Let me just put this up here and then I'll come back. Let's get my showdown slates in there. Yeah, so I think the Cedric Wilson is kind of the hoodoo play du jour. Okay, let me go back to the Discord here. Pelicans starters. We have McCollum, Jones, Ingram, Williamson, and Valanciunas makes sense. Sack, Chargers, sack, Geno Smith. Starters for the Jazz, Conley, Clarkson, Markin, and Vanderbilt, Olynyk. I do like Olynyk tonight. As Garoppolo's all day and almost throws an interception. Oh, my God. He is such a walking turnover waiting to happen. Harrison Barnes. Let me just see. I don't think I have any of the FanDuel showdown. Double check just in case. Upcoming. Yeah, I just have the NBA. I'm not playing the NFL. But Jeff Wilson was, man, that could have been an easy touchdown for San Francisco. That's kind of too bad. He's the defensive end. You almost wonder, did he lose the ball? Let's see when Mrs. Sheets is coming. When she comes back, and we'll probably call this, but let's see. Oh, man. That's a touchdown. They bring pressure as the back blocks. Their back releases. They call it a peel. The
defensive end. In that case, Frank Clark, he peels on the back. There's that one sliver of sunshine.
Let me see something. Ooh, touchdown, Kittle. He is really. Boy, oh boy. Now the other thing I have to check Circa, because I want to see. I want to check somebody's survivor pool entries. Let's do that. Selection counts. Where is this? Circa Survivor, Circa Sportsbook, Circa Vegas, CircaSports.com. Survivor pool selections. Selections. I don't want week 7 selection. I want the whole thing. Circa Sports, Circa Survivor.
You got Travis Kelce, you got George Kittle. How about this? You can make fun of this all you want.
Circa Survivor. I want the whole thing. I want
Kittle with that touchdown has 6 catches for 98
with 6 availability, I think.
Kelce has 6 catches for 98 yards. Exact same stat line, although Kittle has the touchdown, his first of the season. Here on National Tight Ends Day, 28-23 will get you back to Levi Stadium after their break. To come back and get that one. 2 timeouts remaining and lose. Throw it short.
Okay.
I really thought that protection, they did a lot of really good things.
So I'm still waiting for this SGA news.
Really put together on both sides of the football, on offense and defense. But I think it's clear, they're still rebuilding. But there's a certain type of game that they have to play with. And that's ball control. They don't have run game. They have a couple of passes. But until they fix that rookie coach, it's going to get all. Inside the 20 of the 18-yard line.
Okay, let's take a look. Any more news here? Still waiting on SGA. It says Patrick Baldwin is available for the Warriors. That's nothing.
Really good to see Lovie Smith. And, I would have to say that, especially when it comes to on the sidelines, what do they need to do to get this one going here? Really use Keenan Allen. I can see them running it here to start. He's going to run. Got a block from Carter. At the 29-yard line. Let's get a game break.
Week 7 selections.
His first touchdown reception of the year. And the 49ers needed it. That makes it a 5-point game right now. Early on in the fourth quarter, 28-23. Kevin Mark
4:55. And then
you can get your receiver too at the same time. Now it was 17. It was a promising run for New York.
5 Rams.
Justin Simmons. Flag thrown at the 27-yard line.
Rams.
Back to the hole. He feels like he's getting the call for the Jets. That's a fair.
$45 bucks. $4.45. $4.75 and then Bengals.
For the Stars to make their impact. In this case, most of the senior off the right tackle. Andrew Wiley, he just keeps rushing. I would imagine that's a heavy part of the game. tough situation, but Justin Herbert stepped up, throws. Gerald Everett with the catch, and then Kyle Brandt. We have an angry run candidate.
Okay. Am I playing NBA FanDuel? Yeah, I am. As a matter of fact, and I'll tell you what my ownership was. I'll pull this up right now because I already put these in. I'll show you what I have as far as FanDuel goes. Yeah, Aiton is the. Oh, that's DraftKings. Sorry, let me pull up FanDuel. Mahomes, deep throw, wide open. Are you kidding me? Valdez Scantling. Sabonis is my highest owned guy. And then Booker. You see here, Sabonis, Booker, Edwards, Olynyk, Russell. These are like my top owned guys. And I like LeVert and Mitchell. So these would be my key dudes.
20 last time with that 34-yard screen to McKinnon, and then Valdez Scantling here with a big play. And it all starts with the protection. They're going to slide into these three bigs, but watch the looper. Reed Humphrey does a nice job picking up that looper in that three-man game. He just runs right by him. They're just in zone coverage. Understand, it's third and long. Give a cushion, get back. Keep the ball in front of you. That's amazing. Jeez. See the guy right there. That's exactly it. Second and 9. Runs over the middle. Phoenix Mississippi picks a tackle. It's at 5, and he's taken down there in first and goal. Before they ended up kicking the field goal. Third line. 45-yarder, 33-yarder. This is a 40-yard attempt.
Mississippi.
Chips and shot. This is San Francisco defense. This is the time here. They're going to keep this to one score.
Hardman, he's going to get another touchdown? Are you kidding me?
Hardman, a touchdown for the Chiefs.
Is there any Hardman? This is brutal. Yeah, I mean, I have a couple, but just nothing tied to anything good. It's another touchdown. Wow. Somebody in our Discord was kind of upset about that. He played a bunch of him. I mean, he was on him, then he got rid of him for another lineup.
You go from 3rd and 12, thinking this place is coming alive. Hardman, first 2 career rushing touchdowns today. He's got 3 overall.
Hardman just killing people.
57-yarder on 3rd and 11. What a big
All right, I guess I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna call Mrs. Sheets. Actually, you know what? Hold on a minute. Just pause. I can do this. I'll come back. This is excellent. This is special inside information here. This is a really good live sweat. What's up, Diggs? We're gonna call Mrs. Sheets here. Hey. Good. What's going on? So, what do you want to eat?
Number 6, their defensive captain.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, just surprise me if you want. Okay. All right, love you. Bye. Oh, let's go. That was beautiful. I didn't have to make a decision. I just said, whatever you want. You can pick it up, bring it back. You know, growing up, we had this tradition. I was growing up, like every Sunday, our family watched the football games. And at 7 o'clock, we'd all go for Chinese food. Now the new tradition is after the football games, we figure out how to tilt in the showdown stage and bring in food. So things change. Jets, oh my God, they really gonna get another win. I mean, it's a grind. It is definitely a grind. 4:35 to go. You think Rippin' has got it in him? Brett Rippin. Oh my God! Look at this kicks all the way to the end. Brett Rippin down 16-9, and I guess it's got to be his first start, right? Here he comes. And if they score a touchdown, they are going for two. I don't want to hear it. Oh, we're gonna do this. All right, second half possessions. Denver had punt, interception, and punt. Well, that's what I just said. Guy just repeated me. You guys don't need to watch Red Zone. I'll take you guys home here, but then again, I can't show you any of this. Ripping, out route. Ooh, 9 yards. Just did not get the first down. Whoever number 80 is. ESPN is saying, or Next Gen Stats, win probability 16%. Win all the money? It's fine. You know, I don't need to win all. We can win some of it. Win some of it. God knows what happened to all these injuries today, what that's going to show up in next week if they already did the salaries. Ray, cut. Nope. So Ray McLeod brings it back to the 27. San Francisco down 35-23, 10 minutes to go. That's got a long way to go. Oh, my God, that's got a long way to go. The only thing I would say is that San Francisco does keep in the middle of the field, so that clock is probably going to run a little faster than say Kansas City is coming back. But it's a hold. It's coming back. So it'll be the ball on the 10 instead of the 35. Let me go back to SGA. Yeah. Kev 10 is none too pleased. He's none too pleased. Still no word on. He's hopeful that Baldwin's going to play. No, still no SGA. Okay, 8 o'clock. Okay, so we got what do I got? I got Garoppolo on the 5. Watch out! Don't throw off your back foot and get a pick 6. That'd be a shame. Is that McCaffrey in the backfield? Oh my God, the guy just got a total jump. Totally gonna be offsides. Kittle got a reception, but that's coming back because the guy was offsides. No, offsides on the defense. Oh, Seattle is up 13, but they are pinned. Is that a safety? Yep. What charges with a safety? And it reminds me to say something. I always thought this growing up as well. Isn't that like such a weak, thing to announce? I mean, a weak symbol. Who created this as the safety? You know what I mean? Like where like a touchdown to field goal, like, it's good. Like that resembling the goalpost and like almost like the Jesus Christ pose, put up like this like touchdown, safety. I was wondering like when they were deciding what that was supposed to be, they came up with safety. And you see the defenders, such a tough play to make. See the defenders have to go, woo. No, it's got to be something else. It's got to be like this or something like that. Like a safety can't be this. Nonetheless, is that a safety? We're gonna look at that. Flare for Denver, no good. 3rd and 6. 3:40 to go. 16-9. The Jets at 4-2, threatening to go 5-2. Really? Still, the Giants at 6-1 is just insanity. And there have been no cakewalks. They've had to do it in the clutch, right down to the end. So we have Brett Rippin, 3rd and 6, 3:41. God looks like he's 9 years old. Ball at the 42. Could be 4 down territory from here. Shotgun, he steps back. Steps up. What a throw. Complete by Zolcic for 16 yards. An incredible out route thrown by Brett Rippin. Amazing, actually. Okay, so Garoppolo still backed up, 3rd and 9 from his own 4 or for his own 5. He's back. He's getting chased. That's a safety. Now that, sir, is a safety. See, that's why I like the Chiefs. They're not like making that like awful safety symbol. Meanwhile, down here, Denver, another first down. Oh my God, they're in Jets territory into the Jets. What was that? Like the 28, 30, 33? One of them? Field goals, no help, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, they're at the 35, 37, 30, 33-yard line. So Denver 1st and 10, the Jets 32. 2:46 to go. Rippon steps up, throws. Oh, a very dangerous throw to the outside. Falls incomplete, but that could have been intercepted. That could have been a pick 6. Not really. Nothing really, JJ. I'm just kind of like watching the games. Just kind of like giving play-by-play in the games. I really have no legit sweat here. If I come and I call something for somebody, that's great. I don't know if you heard, I took down I chopped that survivor pool that ended today. We were down to 2 people, and we both picked Tampa, and we both lost, so we chopped that even up. So that's all good news in Sheets front today, except DFS has been not good at all. All right. Rippon throws it to the outside. The running back catches it. He gets out of bounds to 29. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Yeah, it was for 4. It was 2.4 BTC each, which is something like $46,000, which is strong. Yeah. And we went over the showdown slate for tonight, the NBA slate tonight. Now I'm just kind of giving play-by-play for the NFL. Rippon, another good pass. It's not going to get there, though. It's 4th and 3 from the 25. Big play in this guy's early career. Now we watch Herbert with an incompletion. All right, so it's 4th and 3 for Rippon. 2:08 to go. Are they going to get this play off with a 2-minute warning? I doubt it. 2:04, 2:03, 2:02, 2:01. No, they're going to the 2-minute warning. So this enormous play in this young man's career. Well, I shouldn't say that, but just get it started at least. 4th and 3, 2-minute warning. And then you have Mahomes just handing the ball off, and the guy just running it down the middle of the field. Was this Pacheco? Just gapping the Chargers. Now they're showing some highlights of Herbert. Ball getting batted. He caught it himself. Does that count as a reception for fantasy? Can Justin Herbert? Yeah, I suppose you can, right? It does. He has a reception. One reception, PPR. And Pacheco again. Oh, my God, the speed. Getting to the outside for a first. I'm going to flag. But a flag. Holding offense. Still no word about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Still no word on Cameron Johnson. He didn't lock it, though, with the other arm, but Miz would have been impressed with that one. Now they're playing the NFL, though, so there you go. Yeah, wrong score. Yeah, this is not a good look at Mark Andrews with the big .4 fantasy points. I like them apples. You gonna get Hardman another touchdown? Let's see. Nope. Okay, so 37-23, Kansas City. This game is over. This game is over. I don't know why they're even showing this one still. They had a 3rd and 20. They converted. They had a 3rd and 11. They converted. That's why they're winning right now. San Francisco is not the team that's coming back from 14 down. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to this team when McCaffrey gets rolling over there. I don't say shocked, but I'm surprised that Kansas City is winning this game. I really thought San Francisco was going to be good here. Juju with the first down. No, not a first down. With the completion. So let's go back to the Denver game. It's like a huge, huge play. As a matter of fact, you know what I might do? I might just get the local feed here. How about this? This is local feed. There it is. Local feed here. I got you better. Do better than red zone. Okay, so CJ Hamler is spreading out. We got Dolchus spreading out. Dolchus in motion from the left side. 4th and 3, enormous play. Calling a check down. Oh my God, from the 23-yard line. Rookie calling a check down. 4th and 3, calling the protection. Center's pointing. Quarterback's pointing. 6 seconds on the shot clock. He's back to throw. Throwing it deep for the end zone. No good. Incomplete. What a sick play. Oh my God, that was such a good try. This game's not over. They still have 3 timeouts. Boy, that is that is such a good play. So close to Sutton. He threw a fade, a lot of hand fighting, just real physical play down the sideline. I don't know if they showed that yet in red zone. Just like real good football. The safety a little late getting over. You got Gardner, who's the freaking nuts, getting physical and hand fighting both ways. He got his hand in there. Boy, those are the plays you got to make if you want to make the playoffs. And the Jets are looking pretty good to go 5-2 here. Wow, that's awesome. So that's not over yet. The Jets still have to, they're gonna take 3 timeouts. Now we're back to Kansas City, and we'll keep this up until my wife comes back. All this should be over pretty soon, I think. Oh my God. Juju Smith-Schuster, is he going to get in? Oh my God, what a rub-in. Oh my God, Juju Smith-Schuster in for a touchdown? Wow. Do I have any of that? Yeah, sure, I got some Juju Smith-Schuster, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Gotta get the Chargers game up. So here we go. Yeah, 27-16. This has got a full quarter to go. This is the one. I mean, we'll go back and forth between the Jets trying to run it out the clock. Well, they need one first down against Denver. So I'll go back and forth between red zone and the actual Jets game. The red zone does have the Niners, the Seahawks game up, and Smith with a pretty bad throw. Oh my God, he got bailed out by a flag. Let me go back and forth here. Let's go back to the Jets. All right, so timeout. So it's going to be 3rd down for the Jets. 3rd and 9 for the Jets. Oh my God, did they try to throw on first? Is that what they did? Ooh, that's a big mistake if that's what they did. I wasn't watching. Wow, look at that. So they were. Okay, so they have 1 timeout left. All right, so 3rd and 9. What's your philosophy here? Do you just throw, just run into the line, make them use a timeout, or you go for the win? I think you got to go for the win here on 3rd and 9. No. Well, they're in zone. They think they're going to throw it. There it is, a little reverse. Berrios is not going to get there. Good try though. Good try. So Berrios with a 3-yard gain. 4th and 6. They're kicking with 1:38 to go. We'll get back to that game in a minute. Okay, we're back to Seattle here. That's kind of a terrible fake. And Smith's throwing all the way back across the field to Lockett. And he breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle, but he doesn't go anywhere. Turned out to be kind of like a 1-yard loss after all that. Now they're doing a game rewind to show Kenneth Walker. Another 5 or 6 yards. Or more than that. So Seattle's trying to jam it down their throats here a little bit and run some clock. Yeah, so Lockett was just dancing around, but he didn't really do too much. We'll get to where that punt was in a second, right after the Seattle play. Then we'll scoot back to the Jet game. Okay, so we'll go play-by-play here. So we'll go Geno Smith. Picked off. You know what? You saw this coming. Oh, did he not get in? Oh, they're saying he didn't get in? Let's see. Okay, the Chargers guy is swearing that he completed it. But the referee was very, very sure when he made this call. So someone's lying here. Let's see. Let's see this. I'm sure it's like not even close. Let's see. So did he catch it? Well, the knee is fine, but let's see the ball. That is incomplete, and the referee was all over it. Look at that right there. On the ground. Crazy. All right, so now it's Broncos ball. Rippon has another shot. Let's see what we got. What do you got? You got no timeouts. Minute 30. Need a touchdown. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Let's see. What do you got? Okay, that's just a 4-yard completion in the middle of the field. That's not what you want. Clock runs, minute 19. You're just not experienced enough to be able to do it this way. Like some of the best quarterbacks can do it this way, but he's going to need more chunks than that. So a little flare, gets a first down. Get out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a nice completion. 10 yards to the 37-yard line. Minute 6. See, that's what you need. Got to get stuff on the perimeter. If you're not getting on the perimeter, you could play down the middle of the field, but then you got to get chunks. You go middle of field chunks, but if you're not going to get chunks, it's got to be on the side. So it's 37-yard line, a minute 5, plenty of time. Oh, might have grabbed the face mask. In any case, 13-yard completion in the middle of the field. Clock is running. They're in Jets territory. That's right on the borderline of whether it was like too few yards. Oh, the Jets guy with an injury. That's terrible. Oh my God, that's the equivalent of a timeout for the Broncos. How lucky is the? Oh my God, Denver saved themselves a full 10 seconds because the Jets guy got injured. No, I mean obviously not faking it because it hurts them. So now we're back to the San Francisco game. We got San Francisco down 21. I don't know why they're showing this anymore. Oh, probably the Seattle game's on commercial, and the Jets game is on injury timeout. So is there literally nothing going on? I'm going to be like Red Zone. I'm going to say, okay, let's go recap of everything that's going on. Still no news on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, by the way. All right, so Garoppolo, was at use check? Use check, 6 yards. It's not going to be good enough. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go back to the Jets feed for this. Hopefully get a little bit ahead of the curve here. All right, so Rippon's in the huddle here. No timeouts. Minute 5, was it? No, it was down to 53 seconds. 53 seconds on the Jets 49. Tough spot, man. But you're at home. See what you can do. He's back to pass. Well, a lot of pressure. He's throwing it away. All right, he threw it away. All right, at least he threw it away. Yeah, Jets brought a lot of heat there. And was weird is that, well, not weird, it was tough, is they brought a lot of heat without that many players. So they were able to cover well enough that they only had 4 rushers, I think, and they put a lot of pressure on them. That's really tough for a quarterback to deal with. All right, so here we go, Rippon. Is this the same? Is this Mark Rippon's son? I don't know the answer. Anyway, 2nd and 10, 48-yard line. Rippon's back. A little bit better protection. He's throwing it deep down the field. Picked off. Oh, it should have been picked off. Oh, my God. Got to be kidding me. Jordan Whitehead was all by himself defensively. They threw it right to him, and it went right through his arms. I don't know who he was actually throwing it to. These 3 defenders, these 3 Broncos guys did 3 hook routes, and the quarterback just aired it into the end zone, and the Jet guy just dropped it. So it's 3rd and 10, 42 seconds to go, 49-yard line. Jets trying to go 6 and 2. All right, Rippon's back. Throwing it with confidence. Oh, that's picked off, I think. Let's see. It looks like it was picked off. He's totally selling it like it was picked off, and I think it was picked off. So that's going to be the end of the Bronco game. Let's go back. I'd like to get some juice out of this Chargers game. So now we're back to, I guess, red zone. Let me just see if and let me see if I can get like a live feed of the red zone. No, because I'm getting the Chargers game in the live feed, and then And that game is over. I mean, they're just running that out. So hopefully we can get to the Chargers. Okay, you don't need to show the Denver anymore. It's definitely an interception. The game is definitely over. They're definitely going to go to the knee, and the Jets are definitely going to be 6-2. So again, for those just stepping in, I was hoping to have like a sweat of mine or somebody here, but I have nothing. I have just like some random min caches that are not amounting to anything. Okay, so here we go. Here we got some interesting fantasy implications here. So there's 8 minutes to go. Chargers down 14 with the ball. Herbert gets it batted away. 2nd and 10. And this is really more. I mean, the game is definitely in the offing here. So the NBA slate started. I didn't realize. So the interesting news is that Karis LeVert's off to -1 points start at 70% ownership on FanDuel. All right, so Herbert's back to pass. He's stepping up. Sidearm sling, maybe 5 yards. 2. Is that Parham? First catch of the season from somebody. So I presume that a lot of people, you have some Chargers out there. So if this helps you at all, I'll do this play-by-play here. In case you don't have Red Zone, you just tune into Discord or something like that. So we were down 14, 7:45 to go. Herbert with the ball. Herbert behind center. Ball's in Seattle territory. 3rd and 5, he's back to pass. Obviously, 2-down territory. And he gets just dropped. Either gets dropped or he fell or his own guy knocked him down. I think his own guy might have knocked him down, actually. But nonetheless, you're now 4th and 16, and you have no choice. You have to go for it. Let's just take a look at the replay of this. So he's back to throw. They're obviously, because they're idiots, not even showing the quarterback. They're showing the receivers. Oh, they're showing the replay of this interception as if – no, yeah, this was overturned. Sorry. This Denver offense, this was absolutely overturned. The Jets are actually not home yet. Incomplete pass, so there's still 35 seconds to go. So I am now back and forth again between the Jets game and the Red Zone, which is now pretty much exclusively – well, they're looking at Denver and the Chargers, so we're back and forth there. Wow, they really looked at a million angles to make sure of that. So anyway, 49-yard line, 37 seconds to go, 4th and 10. You got another shot. Let's see. What do you got, Rippin? He's back. He's got a seam to throw it. He's throwing it deep into the end zone. It's up there. Nope. No good. Nope. That's going to do it. Just knocked away by Whitehead. Whitehead's good at knocking it away. He's not good at actually intercepting it. All right, good try, though. Thought the guy was pretty game, Ripping. Wasn't bad. Not bad. Broncos played tough. The Jets are 5-2. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say 62. 5-2. Now we're going to go back to the Chargers, I guess. Now here's the thing, right? Is the red zone not allowed to show the Chargers if they're the only game left? I guess the only reason, by the way, that they're showing the kneel down now is because the Chargers game is not back. But it's going to be 4th and 15 for the Chargers when they come back. Oh, I'm watching it right now, so they're on split screen now. So he's back, 4th and 13. Ooh, he got it. Nope, he dropped it. He had it. Oh, they're going to mark him short. They're going to make him catching it, but short. I think. There's a flag in the backfield. Holding offense. Penalties decline. Seattle ball. So I got no problem hanging around here, even though, whatever. Until Mr. Sheets comes back, we can talk about this. So let's see what else we have. T-Wolves starting lineup is out. Russell, Edwards, McDaniels, Towns, and Gobert. Want to take a look and see how these NBA lineups are starting off? May as well, right? We're going back to the IU. That game is over. Take a look at the NBA, see what's happened there. So as I said, Levert's off to a very poor start in the negatives. Actually, no one's off to a good start at all. Ingram, like 10 points. Mobley's doing all right, 8 points to start off with. Cam Johnson still see as questionable over there. So Mobley with 10. And that's about, 5 minutes through the first period. So 2 points, 2 fantasy points per minute. Certainly a good start for him. What about Abdia? He only has 2. That's not good. It's not a good start for him. And so everybody's kind of off to a relatively pretty slow start. You have Larry Markkinen with 10 fantasy points to start off with. 8 points right off the bat, huh? 8 out of the 16 points belongs to Larry Markkinen. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't know if anybody saw the MMA card last night. That was really good. I didn't even get a chance to watch much of any of it. I was coaching all day yesterday, so I had it on my phone sort of, but I want to go back and watch some of those fights. Tomorrow, Monday Night Football, you have tonight we obviously have the Miami Pittsburgh game, but tomorrow we have Bears Patriots. Should be pretty low scoring. Oh, so they have a new quarterback in for the Chargers. Got a completion to Ray McLeod. And we're going to see the Seahawks attempt to run it out, I imagine. Shea is out. Okay. So we're gonna stay on top. So we have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is ruled out. So what we gotta do is first. Oh my God, Walker breaks it, going all the way. Are you kidding me? I bet you that's won somebody $1 million. Not only that, oh my God, that's so sick. Not only that, but now the stack just becomes even more in play because now Chargers get the ball again with a full 7 minutes. Like they might have 2 more possessions. So I haven't forgot about the that's what they said, longest play of the season for the Seahawks. So Kenny Walker is now has 31 fantasy points now. Yep. Crazy, right? Just want to make sure I still don't have anything to sweat here now. I have 182 over here. Yeah, not really. Do I have anything over 182? No. I mean, no. And this one I would need to have Gerald Everett anyway. Oh well. Okay, so we have to see what projections do. I wonder if it updated it yet. Let's just see something. I don't think it would have. But you'd think that like some of these projection systems, they would already like figure out what to do if Shea's ruled out. But I guess they'd have to see who's starting first, right? And you could use late swap to kind of deal with this. So let me see if they still have Shea in here, by the way. That's a good way to tell if they updated this. He is ruled out. But let me see if they added anybody. Yeah, they bumped Giddy up. Giddy up. That's pretty funny. And Trey Mann. So Trey Mann and Giddy were the guys that got a bump. Now, what I'm doing, I'm going to check a couple of other sources. And I think that that's a really good thing. I really, listen, I'm sure people noticed, but I bet you Shea gets like 5% ownership on a Sunday night. But let's see. Let me see if they have yeah, these guys still have Shea. That's to give you an example. Like one of even the big sites I'm looking at still has Shea in. I mean, you could just here's what you could just jam like Shea, Giddy, and Man. Let me see something. 37 fantasy points for Giddy. And let's see, what do they have for Man here? Man. Okay, so I am gonna. Should I do one more projection? I can't really do a projection update because the whatchamacallit, the ownership projections are so screwy. So I am gonna do it though. I'll do a very quick ownership update. The ownerships, not ownership update, projection update. But I will warn you that the ownerships are not going to update. They're just not. So I'm going to do. I got to do two things. FanDuel with this guy. I'm going to go back to one more site. Can't get to all of them, but I'm going to do a little bit. And I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be, you're going to be getting Trey Man, and you're going to be getting Josh Giddey. And meanwhile, Chargers are now trying to get that backdoor, not backdoor cover. They just want to just get some backdoor fantasy points. So let's fix this. Okay, so we have a 15-yard penalty on the Seahawks. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to update these projections. All I could do is just tell you. I'll tell you what the good play is, and then you can just kind of do your thing here. Hold on. So give me a second. Just want to take a look at it, and then I'll tell you what to do. I mean, what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, they're not going to allow to broadcast. Okay.
If you want to see the end of the Charger game when we sign off here, go to your local Fox station, and hopefully you will find it there.
Hopefully you'll find it there, but you won't. Okay. So let me just see if I can see what these guys look like here. Yeah, I can't really tell. But Pokashevsky, it's going to look good. Giddey, it's going to look good. As a matter of fact, you know what we can do? Check this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload. Check this out. We're going to upload the new projections to here. I'm going to use their late swap tool. Okay. Use the late swap tool, and then so this is the way you do this. So we're going to go whatchamacallit, late swap so entries. Okay. So entries, we're going to go wait, NBA. Edit entries. So we're going to go error page. You know what? Screw you. Fucking draft. Excuse me, freaking DraftKings. They're really not going to give me access to my lineups. Great. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, edit entries. Can't edit my entries, huh? Really? That's the story? Hold on. Be patient, Eric. Don't get mad at them. I should be mad at them.
Performers brought to you by Monarch. Tuesdays on Fox. Mahomes, ridiculous. 423 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's really failing me right now. Let's see. Error? Really? I wonder if I can do it this way. Let's download template file from DraftKings. Can I do that? Can I upload an entries file? No. Well, yeah, what I could do. No, I can't do that. All right, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have to now email DraftKings.
Down 21. Bet the farm, but we're going to try and score here. Fourth down and goal. Seattle has outscored the Chargers 13-2.
Okay. Live. Edit. Can you do that? Is this coming up? No. Oh, okay. Those are upcoming. They're not upcoming. Oh, DraftKings is really starting to burn my ass here. Let's go into live. Live? Do that? How about the entry editor? Edit entries? No.
I don't think Andy picked him. I think it's going to be on Seattle.
So I guess I'm just going to email them. Let's see. NBA. Can I even do this? Like, can I edit them like this even? I can do that. But I can't go edit entries in a mass form, it looks like. So how do I do this? Oh, I can. No, I do not have any upcoming or live entries to edit. Well, I might as well complain. Support. I cannot edit my NBA entries. Let's try again. Lineups.
12 catches, 96 yards and a score, 31 yards rushing, a touchdown. In the first 16 targets less than a week ago on Monday night.
Lineups. And then live. Edit entries. Hey, I need a few minutes. I need a few minutes. I do. I'm sorry. This just happened. Literally nothing I can do about it. Shoot. All right, guys. I gotta go. Sorry about that.